Good morning, ma. In today's class, we will continue the topic that is amines only. In previous class, we have seen what about the basic nature of amines as well as amines versus ammonia. In gaseous phase, we have seen. In gaseous phase, we considered only plus I effect, and according to that plus I effect, we gave the order. Plus I effect means electron donating tendency. When more electron donating groups are present, nitrogen can give the lone pair of electrons easily because electron donating groups will push the electrons towards nitrogen and that nitrogen will donate the electrons easily. Then according to that, tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary, and primary is greater than ammonia. Like that we gave the order. Okay, that is in gaseous phase. But coming to this aqueous phase, already in previous class also I told we have to consider three effects. By using the three effects we can understand what about the basic nature of these amines versus ammonia in aqueous phase. Okay, so in today's class we will go through the topic continuation, basic nature of amines in aqueous phase. Basic nature of amines in aqueous phase. Order of basic nature of amines in aqueous phase with respect to three effects we will study. Those are A. Plus I effect, B. Solvation effect, C. Steric hindrance. Okay, so write the point with basic nature of amines versus ammonia in aqueous phase. Okay, it was explained depending on three important factors. Those are called plus I effect, solvation effect, and steric hindrance. Okay, individually we will see what are the effects now, and after completion of three effects, at a time we have to apply these three effects in that order, and what is the order we will see. Okay, first individually we will consider that one. No need to confuse anything. Let us see what about the first effect, that is plus I effect. Coming to plus I effect, in previous thing in gaseous phase also we have seen already. That is only that this is this one. Individually means this plus I effect when we consider separately. What about the order of primary, second, and tertiary amines with respect to ammonia? Okay, now if plus I effect is more, let us see R, R, R. This is tertiary amine. This is secondary. This is primary. And this is ammonia. According to this plus I effect, when electron donating group is more, when more number of electron donating groups are there, that nitrogen can donate the lone pair of electrons easily. Here, which one has more number of electron donating groups? This one, tertiary amine. Tertiary amine has more number of electron donating groups. 3 are there. This nitrogen can donate the lone pair of electrons easily. The substance which can donate the lone pair of electrons easily, that is highly basic in nature. So, according to plus I effect, individually, according to plus I effect, basic strength of tertiary, secondary, primary amines and ammonia is tertiary greater than secondary, secondary greater than primary, primary greater than ammonia. This is the order. Actually, individually we are seeing now. Okay, according to this plus I effect, what is the order of secondary, tertiary, primary with respect to ammonia? I have given. This is first effect. It is completed. This effect is same like in gaseous phase. Okay, because there also we consider plus I effect only. Here also we are considering plus I effect only. First thing individually. Next we have to go through solvation effect. Okay, ma? This is clear for you. Next B. Solvation effect. It is also simple one only, but before going to solvation effect, okay, first some information I will tell. That information is regarding to ammonium ion. That information is regarding to ammonium ion. Okay, we will understand that one, no problem. First I am noting down tertiary, secondary, primary and ammonia. When they react with H plus, they will form according to that ammonium ions. Okay, let us see them one now. See, R3N contains lone pair. This is tertiary amine. If it is reacted with H plus, this lone pair is donated to this H plus and you will get R3NH plus. R3NH plus. Next, secondary, R2NH. Even N contains lone pair. If it is going to react with H plus, then it is formed as R2NH2 plus. R2NH2 plus. Next, primary, RNH2. Lone pair is there, reacted with H plus. This lone pair is going to be donated to form RNH3 plus. RNH3 plus. Next, ammonia. Ammonia NH3 contains lone pair. When it is reacted with H plus, we will get NH4 plus. Okay, see all of you. This is tertiary amine reacted with H plus. We got tertiary ammonium ion. This is secondary amine reacted with H plus. We got secondary ammonium ion. This is primary amine reacts with H plus, primary ammonium ion. Normal ammonia reacts with H plus, you will get ammonium ion. Okay, sir, why did we write this one? Totally we got 4 types of ammonium ions. Tertiary, secondary, primary, ammonium ion. Like that we have 4 ammonium ions. Okay, now these are individual secondary, tertiary, primary ammonium. When they are added to water, actually this solvation effect is nothing but when that substance is added to water, till what extent it is stable. Okay, that is we are going to discuss. That one keep on aside. First thing is solvation effect is regarding dissolution in water. Solvation effect is regarding dissolution in water. Dissolution means when tertiary amine is dissolved in water, when secondary amine is dissolved in water, when primary amine is dissolved in water, and when ammonia is dissolved in water. What is going to be happen individually we want to see. Okay, that is the thing. Solvation effect is related to dissolution in water, means the substance is going to be dissolved in water. That is the thing. Okay, now for that first I am going to say formation of ammonium ion. Okay, clear. Now when this ammonium ion is more stable, when this ammonium ion is more stable, suppose we got 4 ammonium ion, okay, out of this 4 ammonium ion, I am telling that this is more stable. For example, I am telling out of these 4 ammonium ion, this is more stable. What is the meaning of this is more stable? This is more stable means this ammonia can donate the lone pair of electrons to H plus and convert it to ammonium ion very easily. That's why only actually this is stable. Meaning of this is stable means easily it will donate the electrons to H plus and it will form ammonium ion, because 4 cations are there. Out of 4 cations, which one is more stable? That one is formed easily when compared to others, correct? When compared to ammonium ion, this is less stable. When compared to this one, this is less stable. When compared to this one, this is less stable. Like that we have one idea, okay, na? Which is more stable? Ammonium ion is more stable. How it is going to be formed? When this ammonia donates lone pair of electron to H plus, then only it is going to be formed as ammonium ion. That means if it is more stable, it will donate the lone pair of electrons easily. Correct? Because everyone try to convert to stable state. Even so many times examples also I told. Whatever the thing might be, every time it wants to be converted from unstable to stable. Here which is more stable form? NH4 plus is more stable form. If it is more stable, this one wants to be converted to NH4 plus. How this one will be converted to NH4 plus? By donating lone pair of electrons. If it is able to donate lone pair of electrons easily, it is more basic. This is more basic. So here one point final conclusion is, if this ammonium ion is more stable, this is more basic in nature. If this ammonium ion is more stable, this is more basic in nature. Once again I am repeating that one. If this is more stable, this one can be formed easily. In what way it is going to be formed easily? By ammonia donating the lone pair of electrons to H+. That means easily it can donate the lone pair of electrons. If it is able to donate the lone pair of electrons easily, then it is only basic in nature, highly basic in nature. Correct? Now we have 4 ammonium ions. We have to see stability of those 4 ammonium ions in water. Then we will see which is more stable. If it is more stable, oppositely this one is more basic in nature. According to that, we are going to write the order of ammonia, primary, second and tertiary means basic nature. I think you are very clear with this one. Okay ma? No, nothing here. 4 different types we have. Everyone is going to react with H plus to form ammonium ion. Now these 4 ammonium ion stability in water we are discussing. Solvation is nothing but it is related to dissolution of water ma. Okay. These 4 ammonium ion stability in water we are going to discuss. Before that, why we are discussing with stability? If it is more stable, this is going to be formed easily by what way? By nitrogen donating the lone pair of electrons easily. If it is donating the lone pair of electrons easily, it is more basic in nature. So automatically, if it is stable, it is more basic in nature. To say that one, we are going to check now what about the stability of these ammonium ions in water. Okay ma? Note down this one first. After that, I will say whatever the thing it is going on. Is it clear ma? Okay, now let us see. First, ammonium ion dissolved in water. This is water ma. Next, this is primary ammonium ion. Next, this is secondary ammonium ion. Sorry. This is tertiary ammonium ion. Four ammonium ions I took now. All the 4 ammonium ions in water I am going to take. Okay, now first this ammonium ion, only ammonium ion, contains how many hydrogens? Bonded to high electronegative atom nitrogen. Hydrogens present in ammonium ion are 4. Contained, these hydrogens are bonded to nitrogen. Definitely these are developed by delta positive charge. Correct? Delta positive charge. Now this hydrogen is going to form hydrogen bond with one water molecule. Next, this hydrogen is going to form one hydrogen bond with water molecule. Because water contains oxygen which is developed by delta negative charge. Na? This hydrogen is going to form hydrogen bond with water molecule. Same, this hydrogen is going to form hydrogen bond with water molecule. like that ammonium ion can form how many hydrogen bonds when it is dissolved in water? One more time. Ammonium ion is able to form how many hydrogen bonds when it is dissolved in water? How many? 4. 4 hydrogen bonds. Next, coming to primary ammonium ion. This is ammonium ion. This is primary ammonium ion. This is secondary ammonium ion. This is tertiary ammonium ion. Okay, now see here, primary ammonium ion contains how many hydrogens? R is not considered. R because it is alkyl group. That alkyl group contains hydrogens bonded to carbon. We will not consider them. Hydrogen which is bonded to high electronegative atom only we will consider. Then delta plus. This hydrogen is going to form bond with water. Hydrogen bond. This hydrogen is going to form bond with water. Hydrogen bond. This one also H2O. Hydrogen bond. In this way, primary ammonium ion will form how many hydrogen bonds when it is dissolved in water? 3 hydrogen bonds when it is dissolved in water. Secondary ammonium ion has only 2 hydrogens. Then it will form hydrogen bond with how many water molecules? 2 water molecules only. That is secondary. Tertiary amine has only 1 hydrogen bonded to nitrogen. Then it will form only one H2O, one hydrogen bond with water. Only one hydrogen bond with water. Okay, so this is 4. This one will form 3 hydrogen bonds. This one will form 2 hydrogen bonds. This one will form 1 hydrogen bond. If a substance is dissolved in water, if it is able to form more number of hydrogen bonds, it will be more stable. If a substance is dissolved in water, if it is able to form more number of hydrogen bonds, it will be more stable. Out of these 4, which is forming more number of hydrogen bonds? Ammonium ion. Which is able to form more number of hydrogen bonds? That is ammonium ion. Which is able to form more number of hydrogen bonds? That is ammonium ion. It is the ammonium ion, when it is dissolved in water, it is getting more stable. So oppositely, which is more basic? Ammonia is more basic. If it is more stable, ammonium ion can be formed easily in water. Is it correct, ma? When ammonia is dissolved in water only, ammonium ion is going to be formed. How it is going to be formed? When ammonia is able to donate the lone pair of electrons easily, then the substance is going to be formed easily. Then it is more basic in nature. Once again, in previous thing I have shown for you 4 different ammonium ions. Okay, in that now I am discussing which ammonium ion is more stable in water, because when that substance is added to water, if it is able to form more stable ammonium ion, that basic nature of that amine is more. That one I want to explain. Okay, the solvation effect is going to be completed. Before going to that one, once again I am repeating, ammonia, primary, second and tertiary amines we have. All of them, if they react with H+, we will get ammonium ions. Ammonium ion, primary ammonium ion, secondary ammonium ion, tertiary ammonium ion, like that we will get. Okay, now I am discussing those ammonium ion stability order. Which is more stable? Ammonium ion is more stable than primary ammonium ion. Primary ammonium ion is more stable than secondary ammonium ion. Secondary ammonium ion is more stable than tertiary ammonium ion. What is the reason we told like that? If a substance is able to form more number of hydrogen bonds in water, that substance is more stable. So out of these 4, which is forming more stable ammonium ion? That is this one. So just consecutively, that ammonia is more basic in nature, because it is able to donate the lone pair of electrons easily, and it will form more stable ammonium ion in water. So ammonia, primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine, if they are added to water separately, ammonia is added to water, primary, secondary, tertiary, like that individually we add it to water, which is going to form the stable carboxyl, that stable ammonium ion easily, that is more basic in nature, which is going to form ammonia. That's why now the basic order according to solvation effect. Previously we discussed that is according to Plessey effect. Now we are discussing according to Salvation effect. Now according to the Salvation effect, basic strength order is ammonia is greater than primary amine is greater than secondary amine is greater than tertiary amine. This order is completely reverse to order with respect to Plessey effect. Okay, Salvation effect. According to Salvation effect, which is more basic, ammonia. According to Plessey effect, tertiary amine is more basic than secondary. That effect is different and this effect is different. Okay, ma? This is according to Salvation effect. I think you understood the Salvation effect. Next we will go to the third one, that is steric hindrance. Okay, ma? Let us see. See. Sorry, not Salvation effect, no? Steric hindrance. Coming to the steric hindrance, it is simple only. Explanation is simple only. Let us see ammonia. N primary. Secondary. Tertiary. Ammonia, primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay. Now, ammonia contains nitrogen bonded to 3 hydrogens, which are small. Steric hindrance is nothing but bulkiness and small thing we are going to discuss now. So, immediately we will come to know these H groups are very small. Small. This lone pair can be given out easily because there is no hindrance. Now, coming to primary, this is bulky group. Hydrogens are small only, but one bulky group is there. So this nitrogen cannot donate lone pair of electrons that much easily when compared to ammonia, because one bulky group is there na, because of that it cannot donate easily that much when compared to ammonia. Next, coming to secondary, two bulky groups are there. Little bit more difficulty increases, means that nitrogen cannot donate lone pair of electrons that much easily. Finally, tertiary amine. Tertiary amine contains 3 bulky groups. Tertiary amine contains 3 bulky groups. Okay, let us consider myself. I am standing like this. Okay, surrounding me, no one is there. Suppose one student is coming towards me. Okay, I want to give him a book. When he is approaching towards me, immediately I can give that book because surrounding me, no one is there. So easily I can give that book to him. Is it correct? But one bulky fellow, one fat fellow is surrounding me. Okay, I cannot give book previously like that. In that condition, you can imagine I am surrounded by 1, 2, 3. From all the sides, three bulky groups are there. From all the 3 sides, 3 bulky groups are there. Okay, now if I want to extend my hand also, it is not possible for me. A student is approaching towards me. Then what I have to do? I have to give that book to him very difficultly because very bulky groups are surrounding. Okay, now I am sterically highly hindered. When these bulky groups are surrounding me, I am getting sterically hindered. That process is sterically hindered. When we are getting hindered, when we are surrounded by very bulky groups, we are not able to give whatever we want to give to others. Correct? Like bodyguards. When we have no one, we can move freely. But continuously we are just surrounded by bodyguards. Simply if you just move also, they will be touching with us. We cannot move also. That is sterically hindered. Is it correct, ma? Like that. Here, which is highly sterically hindered? Which is highly sterically hindered? Tertiary amine. it cannot donate the lone pair of electrons easily. Which is less sterically hindered? Ammonia. So what is the order of hindrance? This is less sterically hindered than this one. This is less sterically hindered than this one. This is ammonia. This is primary, secondary, tertiary. What happened to hindrance? Sterically hindrance is increased. When sterical hindrance is increased, okay, nitrogen cannot donate the lone pair of electrons easily. That's why order of basic strength. What is meant by basic strength? The substance which can donate the lone pair of electrons easily, that is highly basic. Out of these four, which one can now donate the lone pair of electrons easily? Ammonia. So it is highly basic. This is highly basic than this one. Primary is more basic than secondary. Secondary is more basic than tertiary. Okay, this is about factor steric hindrance. According to the steric hindrance, what is the order of primary, secondary, and tertiary? Means primary is more basic. Ammonia is more basic than primary. Primary is more basic than secondary. Secondary is more basic than tertiary. Okay, this is about three factors now. Now, if you want to know any ammonia versus primary, secondary, and tertiary, means we have to apply all these three factors on that one. Then only we will get one conclusion, because in water solvation effect is playing important role, as well as steric hindrance is playing important role, as well as one more thing, Plesset effect is also playing important role. But in gaseous phase these many factors are not there. In gaseous phase we will consider only Plesset effect. According to Plesset effect, if you explain any basic strength, we are getting practical results correct. But here, by considering these three only, we are getting practical results correct. Okay, ma. Now finally conclusion. One more time I will write three factors, what are the orders followed. After that I will explain what about the particular order in particular alkyl amine, like that, ma. Okay, na? Let us see. First, A, according to Plesset effect. According to Plesset effect, what is the order? Tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than ammonia. This is the order according to Plesset effect. Next, B, according to solvation effect. According to solvation effect, what is the order? Ammonia is greater than primary, greater than secondary, secondary greater than tertiary. Next, C. This is according to steric hindrance. According to the steric hindrance, same order. Ammonia is greater than primary, primary greater than secondary, secondary greater than tertiary. Okay, ma. These are the individual effects orders, basic strength orders, these are all. Okay, according to Plesset effect, basic strength order is this one, solvation effect, this is the order, and steric hindrance, this is the order. But at that time we are going to discuss particular alkyl amine order. Definitely we have to apply all these three factors at a time, which is not at all easy for us to understand. But the thing is, here we are following practically pKb values also. Okay, ma? That one I will write now. See. Next, keep the side heading. After writing like this, keep the side heading like this, ma. Order of basic strength of ammonia versus amines when alkyl groups are methyl and ethyl respectively. Okay, alkyl groups are methyl and ethyl. Keep the side heading like this. What is that side heading, ma? Order of basic strength of ammonia versus amines when alkyl groups are methyl and ethyl. Okay, now I am going to write the order, that is according to first one, that is methyl group, CH3 twice NH, CH3 twice NH, secondary is greater than greater than tertiary is greater than ammonia. Next, according to ethyl group, C2H5 twice NH greater than C2H5 thrice N greater than C2H5 NH2 greater than ammonia. Okay, see, when we have methyl group as alkyl group, okay, then this is the order. Secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than tertiary, tertiary is greater than ammonia. Once again I am telling, this is the order followed according to practical results, pKb values. According to practical results, pKb values. Okay, scientists, they found the pKb values. Scientists, they found the pKb values of all these things. Okay, this one has lowest pKb value. Secondary group has lowest pKb value. Next. This is the order followed according to pKb value. But this is okay. According to practical way, we understood. We have written the order. But how it will get this order? Because it is not following one particular thing. Ammonia is greater than primary. Primary is greater than secondary. Secondary is tertiary. Secondary is greater than tertiary. Then we can say these two effects are dominating. Okay. If it is following tertiary greater than secondary, secondary greater than primary, primary greater than ammonia, if it is like that, according to plus effect we can say. But what is happening here? It is not following particular trend. First it is showing secondary amine, next it is showing primary, next it is showing tertiary, after that least ammonia. How can we explain? Practical results are okay. By using practical results we understood. But how can we explain theoretically? Because every time it is not possible for us to say pKb values and to mention, to remember them. We have to understand what is the thing according to theoretical explanation. The theoretical explanation is explained in a way that all the three factors, we should not consider individual one. All the three, plus I, solvation and steric hindrance. All the three factors at a time we are going to apply on order of primary, secondary and tertiary amines with alkyl group as methyl group. Then we got this order. Okay, now how can I explain? In every order, see, secondary is in the middle. Suppose if you depend on plus A effect, least ammonia, highest tertiary. But if you depend on solvation effect, primary is highest, ammonia is highest. Steric hindrance, ammonia is highest. Like that, no problem for secondary because it is in middle only every time. Secondary is in middle. That's why I think all the three factors at a time if you apply, secondary is going to dominate. Secondary is going to dominate basic strength. So we kept secondary here. Even for alkyl group ethyl also, we kept secondary group only. This is not, it is given by us. It is according to pKb values. Now we have to be satisfied with theoretical explanation. That is the only the thing. Okay. Now next, CH3 and H2. This is primary. Primary greater than tertiary. Here, which is these two are arranged in a way that primary greater than tertiary. I think solvation effect and steric hindrance are going to play important role when compared to plus F. Means these two factors are going to dominate. These two factors are going to dominate in this order. Okay. When compared to plus effect. Anyways, finally least one will be ammonia. Okay. Because plus effect is going to dominate. See, the problem here is which is going to play important role, which is going to be dominated. All these things at a time if you want to correlate, it is difficult for us. For you also, no need to that much go through. Okay, you have to remember one thing, that is individual factors we have seen. Individually we have seen what are the orders. That one remember carefully. And finally, while we are writing this order, we will write one point. At a time, plus I effect, solvation effect and steric hindrance are applied on the arrangement of these amines versus ammonia, we got the order of basic strength of ammonia versus amines when alkyl groups are methyl and ethyl in this way. If you write like that, it is enough. Because which is going to dominate others, which is going to be dominated, all those things no need. Simply, if you write this order, secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than tertiary, tertiary is greater than ammonia. Next, coming to ethyl group, secondary is greater than, everywhere secondary is more, ammonia is least. Every time secondary is more, higher, ammonia is least. The change is this one only. Here this is primary, this is tertiary and this is primary. Okay ma? Why, how did we get this one? No need to be confused in anything. Simply we have to write one point. At a time all the three factors, plus I effect, solvation effect and steric hindrance, if you apply on these things, then we will get this order. This order is according to our pKb values order. That's why this is satisfied. This order whatever we got according to our theoretical thing, it is according to pKb values. That's why it is following the pKb values order na, so we are accepting that order. Okay na? At a time if I apply little bit confusion you will get. That's why simply individual effects we will study ma. After studying that individual effects, we will write one point that at a time if you apply all these three effects, okay, on writing the order of ammonia and amines, we will get this order for alkyl group methyl and alkyl group ethyl. And according to that, if you remember this order, it is enough. Remembering order also, secondary only highest, ammonia is least. Only difference is these two. Here primary is greater than tertiary, here tertiary is greater than primary. Like that, if you remember, it is better. Okay ma? This is about the order of basic strength of amines versus ammonia when alkyl groups are methyl and ethyl by following what are the effects we have seen ma? Plus I effect, solvation effect and steric hindrance. Okay, this is about first chemical property of alkyl amines only. We have to see aryl amines also. That means aromatic amines. I hope you understood this one, everyone. We will continue this. Okay ma? Is it clear? Note down these orders clearly and even these two orders also, and remember these two orders enough. While you are writing these two, simply we have to write one point, that is when we apply all these three effects at a time on these amines versus ammonia, we will get this order. This is secondary, primary, tertiary is greater than ammonia. Here secondary greater than, tertiary greater than, primary greater than ammonia. Okay ma? And this is enough. This is in aqueous phase. In aqueous phase we consider three effects. Those three are plus I effect, solvation effect and steric hindrance. Okay, so we have seen in gaseous phase as well as in this aqueous phase. Now aromatic amines, simple one only. Let us see that one. Okay ma? Keep the side heading. Basic nature of ammonia versus aromatic amines. Basic nature of ammonia versus aromatic amines. This aromatic amines versus ammonia basic strength we will see in next class ma. Okay, I hope today's class you understood that one. In today's class completely, what about the basic strength of primary, second and tertiary amines versus ammonia in aqueous phase we have seen. Why we have considered in aqueous phase these many effects? Because in aqueous phase when they are added to water, they are able to form hydrogen bond as well as they are going to show steric hindrance as well as plus effect. All these three factors by correlating at a time, we are going to get the order of primary, second and tertiary amines versus ammonia in aqueous phase. Okay ma, that is about today's class. By this only aliphatic amines basic strength we have seen. This aromatic amines versus ammonia basic strength we will see in next class. Okay ma, thank you all, have a nice day.